Danielle here with Rachel and Michelle and Stacy from Cupcakes Take the Cake.
Hi.
We just got back from the Martha Stewart show. Hi. Alright, so how did you guys start Cupcakes Take the Cake?
I started it in December 2004, kind of on a whim. Like, we have friends who have a pizza blog, and at the time I was starting a comedy blog, and I was like, oh, I'll just try this. And then right away, it took off, and it became too much for me. So Michelle and our other friend Allison joined me, and then it's been growing and growing. And then Stacy joined us a few months ago, and we're actually going to be having some interns starting soon because there's like so much cupcake information out there now.
So when did it really start to take off?
Yeah, really in about a year. The thing is, first it was just pictures. They posted recipes, and that was when we first started. We didn't think about doing formal events. We started doing events in January of 2007, where we would do meetups at different bakeries all over the city, and then we doing an annual cupcake picnic, and we've just celebrated 4 years. We had a huge anniversary, and some of our cupcake came from Butter Lane, which was at Martha Stewart today, and some of the other cupcake places around the city.
And there are also cupcake meetups that have started in other cities like Denver, and San Francisco, and LA, and Minneapolis, and DC. And now it's really nice because there's all these other cupcake bloggers, and a lot of them are doing local, reports, so they really know what's going on in their area. And we're really an international blog. We post about cupcakes in Paris, Berlin, Australia, anywhere, and they're really pretty much everywhere. And it's really cool. Like one time there was an event in Dubai, and I posted about it, and someone wrote to us and was like, I'm going to that event, and here's, they took photos and sent them to us. So there's really new stuff happening in cupcakes.
Yeah, that's great. What kind of following do you guys have?
Well, our following comes from a lot of different places. We have about 1,000 people on our Cupcakes Take the Cake meetup group. And then we have our blog, and we're averaging around 350 to 400,000 uniques a month. And then we also, we have a big Flickr group, and I think there's maybe like 15,000 pictures on our Flickr group. And
there's like,
I don't even know how many members.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Like 40,000. There's a lot of photos in our Flickr group. You can spend all day looking at those. And anytime, like sometimes I want to do like gingerbread cupcakes, and I just type in gingerbread, and I find like so many for any specific type of thing.
That's great. Where do you guys see the blog going in the next few years?
I think, like what Rachel said, we're getting interns, and I think one of the things is we already have an international following. We would like to kind of get some people that report locally, because we're based in New York, and it would be a lot more efficient and great if we can get some reporting in other cities like San Francisco or Toronto or Milwaukee or Atlanta. And that would be one of the things. Also, we would love to do a book. And our book would be different than a book that Martha Stewart would do, because our book would actually focus on the obsession of cupcakes as opposed to a cookbook just about cupcakes.
Cupcake culture.
Cupcake culture.
Really what I love.
Cupcake in pop culture, cupcake in TV shows and movies, on sneakers. That's what we want to do.
And I feel like there's really cupcake things happening all the time. Like Michelle said, they were on 30 Rock, and there were all these election cupcakes, and now there's inauguration cupcakes, and there's political cupcakes.
We want to be the VH1 of cupcakes. I keep changing my mind.
Really, I think we just want to cover anything and everything that's happening with cupcakes, and the challenge now is just keeping up with all the stuff that's happening with new bakeries opening all the time and more readers. But it's all really exciting. It gives us a chance to eat more cupcakes.
Always a good reason. If you guys need a writer in Minneapolis,
yes,
you've got a bunch of girls at Yavia who'd love to do that.
Yeah. A cupcake. I haven't made an official top 10 list, but last year I traveled a lot, and I had cupcakes all over, like in London and Minneapolis and Atlanta and DC, and that s'mores cupcake, like I would eat that every day.
Great.
Maybe every other day, but it's really good.
So what do you think is the best cupcake you guys have ever had?
So it gets harder.
That's a harder question because the more and more you have.
I used to have an answer, and now I'm not really sure. I mean, I'd have to. I like Sweet Revenge peanut butter. And I also like kumquat cupcakeries peanut butter, but I'd have to do it probably by city. It's like I've had one in London, this banoffee one that was so good, and the s'mores one.
My favorite cupcake, just period, and if it's at a particular bakery, that's fine, is a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. So like, a really good one is actually, I've had a really good one homemade with like a chocolate ganache. So I can't really, I do like Sugar Sweet Sunshine. I've had Sweet Revenges last week, and that was really good. So there's a lot. It would depend. I think the most unusual one is a Coca-Cola cupcake that they have at this bakery in Atlanta. I think the bakery is called West Egg, and it tastes like Coca-Cola, and it's really tasty.
Oh, that's great. Well, thanks again for talking with the ladies over at Yavia. Again, this is Rachel and Nichelle over at Cupcakes Take the Cake. Over and out.